It's just hot.
Thought the wind would have chilled it more.
Nope. Not quite. Still had a good hot center to it. It's that kitty cat mug annoying to drink out of.
I got it.
You got it figured now?
I got it figured now.
Okay. Yeah. That's the way it's. Okay.
Just have to make a seal.
The one that only the main man Paul's ego. That's me. Yes. Don't say my name too much. You'll wear it out. Hello, Mr. Naughty Priest. Good afternoon. Hello, Sophia. Howdy, Paul and Amelia. Hope you're both having a beautiful Sunday. Aw. Well, we both just got up, so we'll let you know. I'll tell you, it's nice out here. Yeah. It's the first couple of days that I haven't been, like, just blasted with Arctic air when I come outside. I feel like I'm a bitch, though, because the rest of the country's at, like, -10. We've been like, ooh, it's 48 outside. Brr.
It's 50 even right now, apparently.
Yeah. My father is suffering from kidney and heart problems due to high blood pressure and high blood sugar. I beg everyone to please remember him. What? This is just... See what I mean? Yeah. It's just fucking copy pastas. And this just started. I'm almost never added to chat. I'm an old DP fan. Hello. Hello, old DP fan.
Did you see you had Billy on Friday's show, old DP fan?
Yeah, we had Billy. Billy dropped by. I felt bad for him because he hot dropped into a drunk ass room. But he seemed to be fine with it. We love a Billy.
He is in reach.
Yep, that's true. I miss me a Billy. He's such a nice guy. I'm just not, I guess.
Just have very limited friend bandwidth.
I do. Yeah, I do. Paul, the last show was hilarious. Scotty was pretty upset, seemed like. Upset. I mean, he was drunk. What's the difference between drunk and upset? For some people, there isn't one.
Scotty had a lot going on. It was his bad month. It was the end of a horrible, no good, very bad month for Scotty.
Yeah. Scotty needed to blow off some steam, I think. In vino veritas, indeed. So, now I have to pick your brain because I think my ears are fucked up. You heard the shit.
Yes.
Donald Trump has shit himself in front of a camera in a room full of people. You heard the shit. Mm-hmm. Because I was listening last night. All I could see was people ushering people out of the room.
I heard not one, but 2 farts.
Like wet ones that were pushing something with them? Oh my God. No, this is not 2021, bro.
I don't know if maybe, did you open it out of Reddit or did you listen on YouTube directly?
I listened to it embedded from YouTube on Reddit.
I think maybe the embed doesn't have as clear of audio, because I heard it pretty clearly in the actual video. So let's see if we can all hear it.
So he audibly shit himself, and then they cleared the room because he had doo-doo problems.
Here, so let's turn it up a fair bit.
Right. Just
it's going to be a thing of the past, and I'm so proud of you.
And so there's some great things happening, right?
Yeah.
Marty, it's great, really
We get
great
to about
things
30
happening.
seconds.
I hear it.
First one.
And some pretty big announcements over a short period of time, right?
Yep. Moving drugs over the counter, so you don't need a prescription.
Yeah, right.
Naloxone, which treats opioid, is one of those drugs. And we're being proactive with synthetic 7-OH, a new opioid that's showing up. And we're working with the DOJ on addressing that because chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to keep up.
Hear it.
We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. Now I hear fantastic things. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Oz. He's doing a fantastic job. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, can you respond to the new Fox?
I definitely heard one.
As I said in embed, I think that's why people aren't hearing it.
I definitely heard one. There was definitely one solid, wet, burbling fart. Yeah, there was a burbling fart that came out of there. Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's... I was watching an interview with some dude that worked on fucking, the... What do they call it? The Apprentice. And he was saying that, like, the crew of The Apprentice, it was known as the shit show. Because Donald Trump would audibly shit himself and they would have to stop the productions, let him go change his fucking diaper and come back and start it all over again. He also claims he got mad at any word without 3 syllables, or with more than 3 syllables. Or 3 syllables or more. He would just get pissed off and shit himself. Man, I don't know. The world just seems to... I'm out of touch. Remember his butt wiper they called wet wipes? Oh, yeah. Disgusting. It's got a butt wiper. What, like, can this dude make a fucking decision last minute if he's got pants full of shit? Because I gotta tell you, dude, if my pants were full of shit, I would be well distracted. Distracted as fuck.
Well, I mean, he's been used to it. Like I said, he's been shitting himself since the 80s, as some stories imply.
Yeah.
I mean, he's over it. It doesn't even faze him. It just phases other people around him, but it doesn't seem to faze him.
He doesn't,
very much.
like, that was the thing, is like, when I was trying to hear it last night.
You were looking for a reaction from
Yeah.
him, and he just doesn't.
Yeah, he just, like, shits. His face never changes. All I gotta say is this. If we survive this tumultuous period in our history, the people that voted for him, they're lame in my eyes forever, dude. Not because of his politics, not because of the horrible things that he's done, but because they ignored the fact that he was a creep and a pants shitter. Who's he talking about? Trump? Yeah. Trump took a big fat shit in his pants yesterday in the front of a whole room full of media. You're an idiot. If that may be true, to be honest with you, but Trump also shit his pants. So, on
national television.
On national television in front of a room full of people. So, one way or the other, I guess.
They knew what they were doing posting that clip. That clip is not newsworthy otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, anyone still clinging to Trump's shit-filled diaper at this point is tantamount to a Nazi in my mind. His regime's secret police are going door to door looking for minorities. Yeah, I know. But set all that aside, he shit his pants. Do you understand?
And if stories are to be believed multiple times.
Yeah.
This wasn't some horrible accident.
No, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
He's shitting himself constantly. And he's eating constantly, so there's just a constant tube of shit coming out of his ass.
You almost notice, like, it's not even really him that calls it to end. It's just all the staff that calls it to end.
Yeah.
He doesn't say explicitly no questions. It's just like they start coming out and start shooing people.
Yeah. Get out. Get out of here if you don't want to smell the dookie. I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah. That's my theory, is that anyone that's not hearing it is just watching it embedded. Because you heard it immediately.
Yeah, it was there. You could. There's definitely a fart. At least a fart. I'm gonna have to go and listen to it a little closer with some headphones, I think, and really isolate the fart. But it's there.
What if you made it a drop?
What?
Like, extract Trump's fart and put it into a drop for the show.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take at least a generation to recover our ties and reputation with foreign allies and even foreign citizens. I don't know about that.
If you see anyone mentioning tentpole, that's the theory I talked about. That's probably not for YouTube.
Tentpole. Yeah, there was apparently a story in the Epstein files about why Donald Trump might have to shit himself constantly.
I don't know.
I'm gonna boop your snoot one of these days. Great actor, loved you and Roseanne. Hey, thanks. Yeah, that was a fantastic show. Made me rich, too.
If you had to be any Hollywood impersonator on the street, who would you pick?
Which ones would I be good at? I'd have to be good at it. I don't know. They do a Walter and the dude at Universal Studios that walk around and interact with people. I'd probably be a Walter. I could probably do a Walter. Daddy Trump. Yeah. Daddy Duty Diaper Trump. Trump made a poo-poo. It's embarrassing. Think about it. How can Trump do, his main job, which is diplomat? Like, the president is the chief diplomat of the United States. That's his main fucking job, is to interact with the rest of the world. How could we do that when he shits himself every 5 seconds?
He sends his dorky J.D. Vance, which no one takes seriously.
Yeah, J.D. Vance, nobody takes him seriously.
And then people used to take Marco Rubio seriously, but now he's a cokehead.
Yep. Yeah, there's definitely Rule 34 of Trump all over the place. I mean, if it exists, there's porn of it. Oh. Any idea when DFF episodes are going to be uploaded to Kick? No. I would say within a month or so, though, we're going to start simul-streaming at the very least there. And slowly but surely kind of taper that off. And hopefully by the end of it, YouTube is just a repository for clips and stuff. If you want to see the real show, you're going to come watch it on Kick. That's basically what we're doing.
You know, they're just tired of rolling the dice every time you stream.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would be one thing if I felt like we as a crew were capable of controlling our content and our mouths and stuff, but clearly we're not. So, whoa. smudge on the lens. There we go. It's less smudge now. Hello, Nuggy. Ugh. No, there is no bottom. There's no bottom anymore. Nope, not a single snowflake all year. It's about to be a hot summer. I'll tell you that much. It's going to be a hot ass fucking summer. Ugh. Oh, no snow. Gay voice? What? Don't quit banning these people. I want to hear what's a straight voice sound like? That's what I want to know. Worst winter we've had in Connecticut since 2019, but the good news is I finally had cause to use my expensive snowblower. Yeah, I want to know what a straight voice sounds like from that guy. Because gay voice is not one I usually get. I've got a pretty deep voice. In a world, one man. Yeah, you can ban him now. In a world where one man sees gayness everywhere. It's not about the depth. It's okay. You got a squeaky voice. It's all right, bud. Don't be emasculated by men that have deeper voices than you. Don't. It's okay. You're still every bit a man. Don't worry. Yeah. It's now gay to have a deep voice. You still do Discord calls? Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a secret Discord, though. I'm in a Discord that I have not announced to the broader public. Is it gay to speak, fellas? Fellas. Do you think there are many gay men in Muslim countries that will be in the closet forever? Yes. Maybe not forever, but yes. It's gay to make the men calling you gay horny. Yeah. Yeah. True. Fellas, is it gay to be gay? Is it gay to be gay, fellas? Fuck. Trying to see if Dougie's around. I have not heard hide nor hair of Dougie since the beginning of the winter. What's better, Marty Supreme or Frankenstein? Frankenstein. Define equality between men and women in one sentence, if you can. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. Notice that doesn't mention gender. Well, I guess it does. It says his. Dougie is chilling with a fat stack of peanut. Yeah, he probably is, dude. I gave that little bastard probably 50 peanut. Is it true, according to the Bible, women came from Adam's rib? I don't think so. Somebody explained that shit to me. Somebody did. Somebody explained it. Some Christian. It might have been my mom explained that one to me. And apparently it doesn't necessarily say that. But it's been a while since I read the Bible. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. Is Ducky gay? Yeah, is it gay to store another man's nuts? Amelia seems like she had grievances about Dougie crawling on you. She just wanted to make sure he wasn't scabrous, you know? But he wasn't. I saw him up close. He was a healthy little boy. She just wanted to make sure he wasn't scabrous and crawling with bugs. Protestant and Catholics probably disagree because it's trivial enough to not matter, probably. I have seen Begonia, yes. Begonia's great. It's a great flick. The only Oscar-nominated Best Picture movies that I have not seen is I have not seen The Secret Agent, and I have not seen Sentimental Value. I think there's one more that I have to see. R.E.P.D. Seen Train Dreams, yes. I've not seen Melania, no. And I'm not gonna. Looks boring. Melania won't see Melania. Probably true. Probably true. You know she doesn't give two shits or a fuck about it. That you know for sure. I'm in a whistling mood today. My whistler's not in shape, though. I don't know. I haven't heard about Portland. Better than it could be. I've had whistling moods that manifest as blowing. Oh. Sean Penn was hilarious in One Battle. I didn't really like One Battle After Another as much as I thought. Maybe if I watch it again, maybe I'll like it. I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't really into it. Oh yeah, the ocarina songs. That's how you know you got a good whistler. Whistling is weird. I don't even really know how I control pitch and tone. Is that the Song of Storms? I don't even know how whistling works. It's one of those weird things. On Weapons, I think the movie could be good if the beginning and the end were cut out. That's not a good sign. That's not a that's not a good sign for a flick. If you just take the beginning and the end out of it, it's a really great flick. It's like yeah, it's mouth shape, lip shape, and airflow. It's like I'm doing different things at different times. The real test is that's the one. Got to shake your head a little bit for that one. I can't do the 2-finger whistle, and I can't do that tongue one where people go real loud. I don't know how they do that. What theme is that again? That's from well, I mean, I don't know the name of the song, but it was popularized by Kill Bill. Whistle the Imperial March. I think I could do that. Oh, I've got to start lower. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I can't quite get high enough for the... I can't do it. How do you think it feels to bomb when you're at a comic gig? Probably pretty bad, I would imagine. I wouldn't know, because I've never bombed. How's the temperature? It's nice. It's actually really nice out here today. It's not bad, I must say. What if you have a humiliation fetish? You think there's a subset of bad comedians who are bad on purpose so they can goon better? I think that's probably happened, but it's probably not common.
I feel like there are easier ways to satisfy that urge.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is a simple way. Just go up, suck in front of an audience, and let them boo you. You eat donuts or candy. If you do, you're eating beaver butt juice. I love beaver butt juice. It's delicious.
That was an old episode you did.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about the discombobulator? Yeah, that's that thing we heard about in Venezuela that like knocked everybody off their feet and had them bleeding out of their eyes and shit. Yeah. That was a report that came out of Venezuela, and then like a week later, Donald Trump starts talking about this new thing they've got. He loves doing that. We got a new weapon. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I'm gonna. It's called the discombobulator, folks. Blows up your brain right in your skull.
I think warfare is just not gonna look the same. Like, it's already shifting, but like I think in 10 years, it's not even gonna be troops. It's just gonna be all technology.
It's almost there now. It's starting to be vehicular combat, so ship to ship, plane to plane, which always happened, but it's really focused on that now.
Yeah.
And then small impact teams rather than like a big army presence. Like 60 years ago, we would have had fucking 50,000 American troops at least living in Venezuela doing
I think
troop
Noriega,
shit.
they did like 10 or 20,000 or something, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's a smaller country.
Yeah.
Venezuela is a larger country, more people in it, need more presence to keep it, you know. So yeah, 60 years ago, 50 years ago, it would have been an invasion. Now, you know, we got drones, high-end jets, artillery barrages from the water, and small teams of super specialized soldiers that go in, extract somebody or kill something or blow something up, and then they're gone. And it's almost like a lot of people would think, though, well, that's going to lead to a more surgical style of warfare where, you know, less collateral damage, but it's actually the opposite. It is way easier to do collateral damage, and there have been studies on this from drone operators. It's way easier on their nervous system to do what they do through the layers of control in a screen. It removes it from reality.
Yeah. And then there's all this plausible deniability about civilians and stuff.
Right.
Like, I'll blame the technology.
Yeah, because they're being fed all of this info. It's all a chain, right? And so it comes up to the drone operator like, hey, there's a fucking terrorist cell in this building. And they don't, you know,
They didn't do the investigation
no,
themselves.
they didn't. They have nothing to do with whether or not there's a terrorist cell in that
They're
building.
not on the ground.
Right.
They're not talking
They're
to
just told to
anyone.
do it.
Yeah.
And they do it through this like third person view that makes it not
Like a
real.
video game
Yeah, it's like a
controller
video
in some
game.
Cases.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I think, aren't some of them
Yeah.
basically a video
Yeah.
game controller?
Yeah, you control them with a pretty standard controller. Yes. I mean, and my video games turned out to be ending real people, I'd probably stop playing them probably. Well, yeah, but this isn't like it's a different thing. You understand, like, people are indoctrinated into the armed services. So they are indoctrinated to think like I am a drone operator. And if I fail at my mission, my buddies on the ground supporting that mission are going to die. They're going to get fucked up. If I don't blow up this terrorist cell tomorrow, they're going to drive a truck bomb into our base, you know, and kill a bunch of people. So they're filled with this kind of righteous kind of modus operandi where it's like they're fed the information. We're going to get the bad guys. We're going to save the good guys. It's that simple.
Well, like, there's very little space between, like, psychological torture and, like, what just general basic training is.
No, it is psychological torture. It's meant to break down your individualism and rebuild you as a collectivist. Now the thing that matters the most in your world is the core. It's not your family anymore. It's not your friends anymore. It's your brothers and your sisters in the core, your commanding officers. That's what it's for. Yeah. It's to break you down. There are a lot of movies about it. I mean, Full Metal Jacket's probably the most famous movie that shows boot camp. And it has been lauded as one of the most realistic and accurate versions of boot camp, especially back in the 60s.
Well, 'cause they hired a real boot
Yeah.
camp guy.
Arlie Ermy was a fucking drill sergeant
Yeah.
before he became an actor.
I missed the opportunity to do Bob Ross, though, because Bob Ross did the same thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you think about army training, it's like if I walked up to you, even if I was a position of authority over you, like I was a cop, right? And I said, hey, Shoot that guy. Shoot that fucking guy. Here's a gun. Shoot that guy right now. Most people would go, I'm not going to fucking shoot somebody in the street, right? But you go through basic, you're ready to do that at the end of basic. You're ready. Somebody tells you that's above you, go shoot that man. You're going to do it. That's what it's for.
Jon Stewart raised an interesting point to remember that guy Mark Kelly that said don't follow illegal orders and he got demoted and all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he tried to really press him. It's like, well, how are they supposed to know what illegal orders are? Like, are you going to tell them what the illegal orders are? Is Congress going to clarify that? Because he's doing this big grandstand, like, oh yeah, just refuse illegal orders, but these guys don't know.
They're not trained to refuse any order.
Yeah, like it's. I think John's right. That's Congress's job to draw those lines because they're not just going to magically understand constitutional law on their own.
Yeah. They're especially ready to do that if you do the extra 6 weeks for boot camp in the Corps. No, I know. Well, the Corps is because the Marine Corps is going to be the dudes that are on the ground first. The Marines are going to be there first, and they're going to be the last ones to leave. So those guys have to be, they need extra because they have to be ready to fucking kill at a moment's notice. They can't have any questions in their minds. Psychological training is one way to put it. I only like the boot camp scenes in Full Metal Jacket. There are people that feel that way. They feel like it's two separate movies and the first movie's good and the last movie is meh. I don't feel that way. You know, I think it would have been an interesting film if all it was boot camp, but that's not what the movie is. The movie is about boot camp. It's about following this small group of soldiers from, you know, daisy fresh recruits to cold-blooded killers and the struggle that goes on in their minds doing that. I mean, the second half is, in my opinion, if the first half was an hour-long movie and the second half was an hour-long movie, I would say the second half is better. But what could cause a Buddhist to become violent? I'm not exactly sure how Buddhism handles violence. I do know that there's etymology between Taoism and Buddhism, and Taoism handles violence as something that's done only when there's no other option, and it's done with great sorrow and humility. Like the Tao says, you attend a battle as if you were attending a funeral, and when the battle is won, you put your sword down and pick up your plow. So the idea is no career soldiery, and only in the last instance, you know, you're repelling an invader that's coming to take your family's goods. You know, that sort of thing. I'm not exactly sure how that translates onto Buddhism, though. That definitely doesn't describe you. Okay. I mean, I don't think anybody kind of reaches the example, that the central example of religion is not to be attained.
Yeah, it's interesting. People like, you're such a hypocrite. It's like, isn't every religious person a hypocrite?
Yeah. Yeah. Hypocrisy is a central tenet to religion. I mean, you cannot be something that you're not. Isn't there a whole sect of Buddhist monks that like do martial arts? Yeah, but those are not like, they might be remnants of a warrior culture, but now it's more about body and mind, right? From my understanding. But once again, I don't know as much about Buddhism as I do Taoism, and I don't know much about Taoism. I'm learning, you know. Yeah, you can't attain, like, it's like, you know, the central tenet of Christianity is to be Christ-like, not to be Christ, to be Christ-like, to be reminiscent of Christ, to try, right? Yeah, I'm a work in project situation. Everybody is, though. Slowly reconciling the idea that detachment and not giving a shit aren't the same thing. Well, yeah, there's different layers of that. I don't give a shit is like, you know, when you ask somebody, how are you? And it just comes tumbling out of their mouth, I'm fine, how are you? Right? Even if they're not, it's that. Like, it's the same thing. I don't give a shit doesn't exist. Maybe it exists for some trivial things, but when it comes to existential things, it doesn't really exist. There's no such thing as I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit is a conversation stopper. Basically what it says when I'm talking politics and somebody is heavy on the I don't give a shit, and this is for me too, what it usually means is I'm worried to fuck about this and I don't have any answers and I don't want to talk about it. Can an atheist be a monk? Taoism and Buddhism are, or at least certain sects of them are very, very close to atheistic. Like Buddhism and like later Taoism has gods and stuff, but these are parable gods. These aren't gods that you're supposed to worship and obey. They're used as parables. So there's not a central god figure in Taoism or Buddhism, to my knowledge. Buddhist attachment over outcomes does extend to things like the life of the person I love most. Well, yeah, but that's how you deal with things you can't control, right? Absolutely, yeah. But no Buddhist would say, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Or at least no Buddhist that I can think of would say, I don't give a shit. Would you like to travel to Tibet? I'd like to travel like all over the place and get a little sip of culture, but I'm not sure that'll ever be possible for me. Yeah. Cat Stevens, yeah, he's a Muslim now. Yeah, Cat Stevens started as a Christian and then was a Buddhist for a while, and then now he goes by what is his name? He's got a Muslim name now. I can't remember what it is. Yusuf Islam, that's right. That's his name now. My forehead? What's wrong with my forehead? What happened to your forehead? Oh, that's a birthing scar. I was a giant baby and I was born naturally. And on the way out, a baby's head goes has to squish down and stuff. That's why babies' heads are all soft.
Separate sections and shit. Yeah.
And so when I was coming out, I scraped my head against the pelvic bone of my mother on the way out, and it left this permanent mark on my forehead here. This actually continues like back into my hairline as well.
At least you didn't get the forceps.
I might have. I don't know if I did or not. I'd have to ask my mom if they forcepped me.
Oh, I doubt it if you have something like that. Like, some babies get fucked up from the forceps if they squeeze too hard.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up after.
Yeah, the baby's skull is in different plates so that it can be manipulated a little bit to come out, and then once the baby's born, after a few months, those plates fuse into a skull. The weirdest thing is if you've got a new baby, you can see their pulse in the top of their head. There's like a little soft, they call it a soft spot. And you can, if you look at the top of a newborn baby's head, you'll see it pulsing with their heart. It's fucking crazy.
It's a delicate balance between having a big brain and being able to come out.
Oh yeah, it's one of our evolutionary adaptations that it's like a mixed bag. I guess they all are, but this one's an extraordinarily mixed bag because, especially outside of medical treatment, which is how we evolved, how many mothers die as a result of the violence and blood
Yeah.
loss and all the
Where
crazy
the
shit.
head and the pelvis just don't.
Yeah.
That's why they tried doing C-section so early. That's why it's like a pretty old surgery.
Yeah.
Because it became so necessary.
Yep.
It didn't work for a long time, but they kept trying because just so many babies would get stuck.
Yeah. Parents can pick a gender in the future. Do you think more people will pick a son or a daughter, Paul? I mean, that's one of the downsides, right, to a eugenics program that allows people to pick, because I'm pretty sure the answer to that is more people would have sons than daughters.
We've seen that in many cultures
Yep.
that have any kind of pressure on fertility.
Yeah. The C-sections are way more common now. Just
But they've been trying them for like 1,000 years.
Yeah. And it definitely, like, from what I understand, it is better for mom and baby, for baby to be born normally. The stress that's put on the baby as it's coming out is part of the process of getting it to breathe and, come alive and realize it's outside of somewhere and all of that shit.
There's some theories about being exposed to the biome going through that way too.
Yeah. You get all kinds of bacteria and stuff from your mom. It's like a huge dose of stuff that helps kickstart your immune system, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not. Sounds about right. Yeah, I've been to New Jersey, but I can't do a New Jersey impersonation. Is it the same? Like, there's subtle differences between the different boroughs of New York, Jersey, Long Island, like even Coney Island, from what I understand, has its own particular sub accent. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Like, there's probably more diversity in accents in America than any one place. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I think there's other countries that have more different languages.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
accent. I'm
I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, when there's more language,
There's more
accent.
pronunciation, right? Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of languages represented, but like the major ones, it's not as diverse as some other countries with the
Yeah.
populations of how many people have different
Yeah.
languages.
Well, my Tommy from the Bronx impersonation is basically an impersonation of Andrew Dice Clay, the Dice Man. Oh, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Shave that pussy, it's so damn hairy. Oh, it's a dirty comic from the 80s. A blue comic is what they call him. Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh! Oh! So Fonzie on crack. Yeah, dirty Fonzie. Dirty, drunk Fonzie, basically. Did you watch and like the show Friends? Everybody watched Friends. You got to remember the 90s were when the youth monoculture started to break up. In the 80s, there was almost a singular youth monoculture. There were some subcultures and stuff in the 80s, as there were in every decade. But there was a really, like, kids listened to the same music. They watched all the same movies. They were into the same TV shows, by and large, as a rule. And then in the 90s, that started to fracture a little bit. But it was still central. And so, like a show like Friends, everybody watched it. I don't care if they tell you they never watched it, they watched it. There was no way to escape it. back then because it was just like,
Well, you see the absurd amount of money they got paid towards the end. They wouldn't be doing that if
no, they got
wasn't
paid an absurd
watching.
amount of money, like starting season 2.
Yeah.
Because it was such a massive hit that those people became overnight global celebrities,
And the show would be broken without them.
yeah, the show doesn't work without them. It's not like you can, maybe one of them could leave and they rotate in another cast member, but even that would have been devastating to the show because everybody loved every character on the show. Now, do I like the show? No. I think it was a boring show in comparison to shows now and maybe even some of the other shows that we're on.
But there's something about a sitcom show like that where it's just very accessible to people.
Yeah.
You don't have to be versed on everything that happened before that
Right.
to jump into
It's a
an
resetting
episode.
world.
Yeah.
It's like they very rarely had a plot line that wasn't sewed up in that, right? There were overarching plot lines like Chandler being in love with.
But that's something that they can make obvious in
Right.
30 seconds.
Yeah. And even still, only Phoebe went on to greater stardom with no caveats. I guess.
Let's see. Let's look at the Friends cast and see what. they're
Jennifer
up to.
Aniston was fucking like
Yeah, she did a ton of
soup.
shit.
She did a bunch of movies. So I don't know. Full House is my childhood. Yo, Friends is good too, and How I Met Your Mother. Those are all like different eras of. Those are different eras of show. It's like Full House is late '80s, early '90s. Friends is mid '90s, and How I Met Your Mother's early 2000s. But yeah,
Courtney Cox is still doing Scream movies.
yeah, that's true. I forgot about Courtney Cox. She was in all the Screams. Courtney Cox was in a music video too. They had some piece of trivia. I can't remember what it was, but it was some. I think it was a Bruce Springsteen video. Can't remember exactly what it was, but that's how she got her break. Oh God, Jennifer sucks. Well, here's the thing. What was her name in Friends? Jennifer Aniston was because the haircut that she had, every woman was getting it.
Rachel.
The Rachel. Yep. That's what they called it. That haircut. The Rachel. Courtney Cox married David Arquette. Joey got fat. Matt Perry failed at a bunch of shows and then died. Courtney Cox stays confined to Scream. I count this as a loss. I don't think she does. She probably counts it as a win.
I mean, I think anyone that was in the main Friends cast has too much money to care.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, if they're in fucking dire financial straits now, then they fucked up big time.
Because they still get the fucking residuals from, like, the reruns and syndication.
That's a check every fucking month. And that show is on 3 different channels. What about Ross? Ross was in a movie called The Pallbearer that didn't do well, and it killed his whole fucking career. Like, it was a big buzz around it because it was Ross's first movie, and it sucked. And so he just...
But I think he's still too rich to care.
Oh, yeah. All of them are too rich to care. The Scream movies probably pay her more than you make in a year. That's an overstatement. Or an understatement. The average person makes, what, $35K in America?
It's gone up a little bit.
40K?
Probably that-ish.
She's probably getting paid over $1 million easy for every one of those movies. I'd be shocked if it wasn't way above that. Her quote for those movies, because it's just like, you have so much leverage as an actor when you're a well-known quantity on a show or a series of movies. Mm-hmm. You can go in and go like, look, guys, I'm tired of this Scream shit. I don't want to be Mrs. Scream forever. And this is just not enough money to bundle me back into another one of these. And they're going to come up with the money. Yeah. Now, to a certain point, right? They'll replace you and make some schlock without you, but they'd much rather have you in there so they can sell it. Look, Courtney Cox is back. David Arquette is back. David Schwimmer was a giraffe in Madagascar. Yeah, I think a lot of the Friends people did voice work in
Well, I think
different
a lot
shit.
of comedians in general kind of have leaned into that.
Well, especially at the dawn of
The animated
the
movies.
animated movie renaissance, basically, where it's just CGI animated films. There's 3 of them every month.
Yeah, fucking John Oliver did the Toucan and the fucking Lion King remake.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Toucan, whatever it's called. Or is it a toucan?
I think it is a toucan. You're talking about Zazu.
Yeah. Oh, vape died. Sorry. I'll have to go plug it in.
No worries.
You want me to go get yours from
No,
downstairs?
I'm okay.
You want me to get you a pouch?
Yeah. And then, do you think you could do a weed run for me later today?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, baby. Do 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 do, boom 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 boom. You like sweet nothings whispered in your ear, Pinguiani? Because I'm the guy, dude. I'm your fella. Faux show. Oh, thank you, baby.
Half a bagel, maybe?
No, I couldn't eat right now. Thank you, though, babe. Land Before Time is getting a remake. What's wrong with the world today? Dear, you on your peepaw bed? So fluffy. Yeah, it had 15 sequels or some shit. If you were loaded, would you build a doomsday bunker? And is it crazy to have one of those? I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do if I was loaded. I'll be honest with you. I have no fucking clue. It'd be a crisis for a while. I'd have analysis paralysis for a long time, I think. My 11-month-old son is getting his first Paul stream. Oh, no. Don't put this in his head. It's too young. Let him be a baby for a while before he hears all this doom and gloom. Great show on Friday. Laughed my ass off. Thanks. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show. It was a drunken, debaucherous show, but it was fun, right? Everybody seems to have had a good time with it. And that's what matters most, right? That's the big deal. Boom, 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 wow, wow, wow. What's up with when you get banned? Nobody tells you. I was talking to myself for like a whole year before I found out. I don't know, bro. That's a good way, though. That's a hella funny thing for me to think about, is that people get banned and they don't know it, and they're just typing into the void to themselves. I love banning. Can I just say? Banning is my favorite thing. It's something I'm having to get over with on my new Discord server, because, man, it feels good to ban somebody. But usually the better thing is time them out, you know? A timeout is usually the thing to do, but, man, I love the finality of a ban. I love the idea of a ban, too, you know? And I really love the idea of a dude not knowing that they're banned. Oh, my God, that's the best. So they just keep typing shit into the void. They think they can see it because, like, on their end, they can see their shit, but nobody else sees it. Oh, my God. That fills my heart with glee. Your server's still mostly VC. I don't voice much, yeah. I don't do the other shit much. So, you know. I'm only in there when the VC is popping, or I want to pop a VC, which in my little community I can do. If I go and sit by myself in the server for 5 minutes, there's going to be, 10, 15 people in there eventually. It's the way it works. Wow, 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 wow. Timeout doesn't make you not stupid. No, it doesn't. You're right. New Discord public. Nope. I mean, I'm thinking about in the future making it a known thing. I mean, people know about it anyway. Like, people are finding their way to it because there are a few people from this community in there. But I really am hesitant to make it a Paul's Ego fan community thing because right now, 95% of the people that I hang out with don't watch my shit, don't care what I do for a living, and that's kind of nice to have, you know. What was the very last movie you rented, like a VHS or DVD, if you can remember, Pro? I don't know. Dude, that's too long ago, and I probably didn't even know that it was my last rental, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? It was definitely something on Netflix, like when they used to mail you CDs. I wouldn't do it. Discord is a cesspool. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's pretty shitty. But I thrive on that kind of adversity for whatever reason. I like how Discord is most of the time. I like adversity. I'm a big fan of adversity. Aren't you? Oh yeah, dude. I used to rent 2-3 movies a week. That's pretty crazy. How much better is super AI versus today's AI? I don't know, dude. You're asking me questions beyond my pay grade. I don't think anybody knows, really. Even the guys that are working on this don't know what they're making yet. Pretty fucked up. But pretty cool, too. I mean, I do think we're going to see some incredibly cool technology in our lifetimes. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Like, I was reading about an experiment. They're starting to fuck around with quantum computing. And I know it's not exactly like this, but they were able to send quantum particles back in time 1 second. Or at least, like, functionally, what is back in time for us 1 second. You know what that means? Time travel. Plus, didn't Epstein talked about time travel in the Epstein files, too? He's a time traveler. All these guys are fucking time travelers, man. Fusion power could be possible. Yeah, fusion could be possible. Direct brain interfaces, probably going to happen in our lifetimes. That's pretty cool. Back to the future. Roads. Where we're going, we won't need roads. Dun. Time travel is real. It's coming. Dun dun dun. Meh. Do you like or dislike influencer scientists like Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson? I don't care. I don't care.